morning, good afternoon, good evening, forensic networker students from around the world. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we're going to talk about how to close a sale after the product tour, or most importantly, how to ask for a credit card, because we're always afraid to ask for that. We just feel bad. So get yourself together. You know, I don't give you any notice. I just show up and jump on board as usual. Where you're from, your name, how long with a forensic student. Say hello to each other, throw some loves and at each other, some hearts at each other. Be back in 30 seconds. Quick text blacks, everybody. We're going to talk about today how to close the sale. All right, so text blacks, everybody. Get your people here. Why do I do this? Why do I not give you a notice and just kind of show up? Because I want you to be agile on your feet. I remember when we were building a business, back in early 90s, so we had no internet, right? So we used to use our cell phone to do conference calls at $2, $3 a minute sometimes $5, $6 a minute. It was ridiculous, like 30 years ago. So, but we got a 10-minute notice. We got everybody within 10 minutes. We got 200 people on in 10 minutes. We text blast everybody, call first generation, second generation. They text blast everybody. It's just boom, 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 boom. In 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes notice, we had like 200 people. You need to be that agile. The business has to be that important to you. When you're that serious, guess what? Your people become that serious as well. You at work, jump off your desk, go to the bathroom. It's a good time to take a bathroom. It's going to be a quick call. So in other words, again, it shows. Okay, who do we got here? Say hello to each other. We got Samantha. Hello, Samantha. How are you? All right. So we got Mikhail. Again, as usual, where you guys from? Your name, your time zone. We're gonna get started. All right. So how do you close the sale? There's two topics we're gonna talk about quickly today. Number one, how do you close the sale, product sale, after you do the presentation? See, the presentation side is easy, right? Because if you're in a good company, they got this beautiful brochures, they got nice videos, they got promotional material. So just show, we're just show business. If the products is right there, you give a sample, take a shot, drop, whatever. That part is easy. Where people have a difficult time is not that part, it's after that part. It's asking for the sale. Now we know from sales stats, 80% of sales people are afraid to ask for the sale afterwards. 80% of salespeople. If that's true for salespeople, it must be a lot worse for other people who are not in sales, right? So I'm going to make it so simple for you today. All right, hey, let's go. You got your product presentation. They've seen it. They tested it. I always say you have something that people need to try, to eat, or consume. What we used to say is that stop on their feet, and when they go, you stick your product in their mouth. So if you got the fountain of life, you stop on the feet and say, drop in the mouth. So not literally, but you know what I'm talking about. They need to try it. You got to have it with you. The minute they try it, they build a bond with the product. And you've done something nice. It's building like and trust with you. So don't be cheap with that. Okay? Let people sample out your product right after the presentation. When they do that, now they want to try. They want to help you. They want to buy. They're bonding with the product. So once they try it, here's what you're going to say. By the way, here's what most of my customers start with. Here's what most of my customers start with. And maybe it's a family pack. Maybe it's a single pack. Maybe it's a toilet protection. Maybe it's a dual protection. So you make a recommendation of what your other customers are buying, because people like to follow suit of what other people are doing. Second, you talk about what you started with. When I first saw this, I bought a family pack right away because I wanted to use it. I wanted all my people to use it. Immediately after seeing that video, I knew 20 people in my family that need to be on this product. You see, what your customers use and what you did is what they're going to do. So now you establish what they need to buy. And don't be shy. For me, it's always with a 90-day program. Because especially, most good products like ours will have a 90-day satisfaction guarantee anyways. So the other day I was at the table, somebody was sitting next to me, I didn't know them, at the restaurant. And what happened was, Somebody bought him a glass of Coke, and he said to the other person, they knew each other, I can't have this, I have diabetes. So I didn't know the person, at a restaurant, I did not know him. So I looked at him straight up, I said, well, how long have you been dealing with that condition? He said, oh, since I was 11 years old. I said, would you like to do something about it? Would you like to... Sorry guys, let's shut this off. Okay, so would you like help with that, right? Would you like help with that? Everybody's got something, and of course his eyes light up. What do you mean you have something? So that starts your conversation, right? So now that you've got, you know, you've done a tour, you ask, you tell them what your customers are doing, what you've done, offer, and oh, by the way, going back. So he says, well, is it going to work for me? The guy said, is it going to work for my diabetes? I said, look, everyone's different. And he says, how fast is it going to work? As for some people, it's a few days, some people, it's a few months. Pay attention. For some people, it's a few days, for some people, it's a few months, because everybody is different, right? We have those results. But don't worry about it. You're covered up to 90 days. So let's get you on a 90-day program. All right, I'm losing reception. I'm on the waterfront. Let me go somewhere else. So you're covered up to 90 days. So I don't sell a bottle. I sell a 3-month program. Why? Because I want them to get the results. And we know for some people it may take that long. So anyways, once you've done that, you offer them your family pack or whatever it is that you are offering. So what you want to do is, at that point, is you want to get a method of payment. So it says, so, you know, I recommend a 90-day program, and you've covered. You got the 90-day satisfaction guarantee. All right, so you have it with you. This is the 90-day program. That's what my customers, and that's how I started with. So this is where people get stuck. They say, oh yeah, sounds really good. Because the conversation and stuff like this is really good. This is where you get stuck, is asking for the payment. So say, by the way, the minute they say, oh yeah, that sounds good, here's what you're going to say to them. By the way, the company accepts MasterCard, Visa, and Amex. Which method of payment would you like to use? So if you tell them, give me a credit card, they wouldn't do it. It's always a third-party influence. So the company accepts MasterCard, Visa, and Amex. Which method of payment would you like to use? Then you double down on that by saying, by the way, I just use my MasterCard. Or if you're in a market where credit cards are not common, and it's cash transactions, and maybe you have a credit card and someone else, and the customer doesn't. So, by the way, you know what? I have some customers just pay me cash, just pay cash for it, use a debit for it. Okay, so whatever your market is. So the key phrase here to get the credit card, especially on the phone, doing a web tour, the company accepts MasterCard, Visa, and Amex. Which method of payment would you like to use? For me, I just use my Visa card. Right? So that's how you get the credit card. A lot of times I find people, they do the presentation, they do a good job because doing the product presentation is easy. It's fun because you're talking health and helping people, testimony. What's not fun about that? Where people get caught is after the testimonial, right? And when they're ready to buy and you just don't know. And one mistake a lot of times we make is that we overtalk ourselves. When you see your customers are excited, that's when you ask for the sale. Here's what happens in any proposal. Okay, lost reception. When you do propose somebody, the emotions go up. And watch this, then the cycle goes down. So that's what happens with emotions. Proficient closers, right at the curve, which is about to go down, that's where they ask for the sale. Don't talk yourself out of it, where the emotions go away and logic sets in and then they get cold feet. And what you're going to get usually, if you talk too much, what you're going to get is, it sounds good, I'll get back to you. So, you know, what happens? No, why do we talk too much? Well, because when they're getting excited, guess who else is getting excited? You, right? So they're excited, you're excited, and you keep pouring on with testimonials, pour it on. Look, they're ready to buy, let them buy. Tom Hopkins, this is the supreme leader command of all real estate agents. I think he sold like 800 homes a year, ridiculous. And he wrote a book called How to Sell Anything to Anybody. And the key phrase is, when you're ready to buy, let them buy. All right? So, recommend how you start, recommend what your customers start with as a package. They'll follow that. And when it comes to method of payment, ask them, the company accepts MasterCard, Visa, and Amex. Which method of payment would you like to use? If it's a cash market that you're in, hey, listen, I bought mine cash. We take cash right now, and I'll use my credit card to order the product afterwards. You can buy my product for cash, and I'll just use my credit card to order replacement block afterwards. So that's it. Don't forget, we're doing a forensic training for the first time on a Saturday training. So same number, Saturday live training worldwide tomorrow, and get your people on that. Text blast everybody. Remember, 200 people, 20 minutes. That's when you're a real strong leader, when within 20 minutes you can get your entire team on a webinar, on a Zoom call, on a phone call, on a conference call. I don't care if your team is 20 or 200 or 2,000. You should be able to lead the way you do, because you're so quick on things that you can gather your leaders at least within 20 minutes. All right, love you guys. Pass it on. By the way, make a comment. If you got a breakthrough towards some hearts and stuff out there, pass it on to people. And I want these type of calls to be interactive. I want you to talk to each other. Yeah, here's what I've done. Here's what worked for me, right? We love hearing your contribution to this channel. All right, take care.